Hello, I'm Robin and I'm a normal alcoholic. Do you need Alcoholics Anonymous? This was a request from a viewer made a couple of weeks ago. There's a lot of solutions out there. There's therapy groups, there's local authority services, there's 12-step fellowships like AA, there's Cocaine Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, that all operate the same way. I've used Smart Recovery, I've had group therapy, one-on-one therapy, I've done a whole range of stuff. I've been to two different rehabs. What I'll say is what I know of AA. I think the biggest positive about Alcoholics Anonymous is that it's free. It's an awful lot cheaper than going to rehab. It's an awful lot cheaper than therapy because it's free. It's a bunch of people that turn up in a dusty church hall and drink tea and biscuits and talk about themselves. There's no, it's not like a professional service you're having to fork out for. So, first big positive, it's free. Second, it's all over the place. It's in pretty much every country on the planet. And there's no you don't have to sign up to it. I think the interesting thing is, Weight Watchers actually, I think, use the 12-step model that they nicked from Alcoholics Anonymous, but you have to pay for that. But anyway, so it's easy, it's free. One obvious thing is the anonymity of it. It's in the name. It means that you can go along and you don't have to worry that people are going to, tell people that you've been to AA and have a drink problem because it's anonymous, or you might be worried that if you turned up and met someone you knew that they'd know you have a drinking problem. Well, they're there for the same reason. They've got a drinking problem. So it's a fellowship. It's a community. They're not gonna rat you out to your employers or your whoever. If you don't want people to know, they won't know. And the anonymity is not just for going to meetings. It's in the outside world as well. I think you'd be surprised the number of kind of Hollywood actors love talking about their sobriety recovery journeys. And the thing is, most of them actually go to AA or one of the other 12-step fellowships. It's just that they don't talk about it. That's part of the rules. You're not supposed to publicly say you're in AA. So if I was in AA, I'm not supposed to say I'm in AA. There are some people out there who choose to break their anonymity. There's some people who have openly said they go, or are members, whatever you want to call it. Oh, sorry, that's Gray sniffing the camera. Oh, great. Not a good idea. So it's free. It's anonymous. I think the most important thing about recovery, and this isn't unique to AA, it's whatever you do, it's learning to connect with other human beings who understand, where you don't have to put on a front. Like I said, when I've met people in rehab or at One North East, the group therapy place, or when I've done Smart Recovery or the other local authority services, it's learning to connect with people who know what you've been through, or at least know close enough what you've been through, what it feels like, to be able to share your pain, all the emotions, the frustrations, and you get that. It's one thing watching these videos. It's one thing, meditating or reading all the books you can find or starting a new diet. But you have to be able to connect with people in a new way, without the social lubricant. And if you go to a meeting of AA, you've got an easy, free, local opportunity to connect with other people. I think so many people have misconceptions about alcoholics or addicts. It's why I started this channel. It's to show that you don't have to be an old, smelly, homeless, down and out drunk or addict. You can have a problem with addiction and go on to live a normal life and be a normal person. But before anyone goes to something like AA or whatever drug service, they're so worried that all the people are going to be like that, and they think, oh, I'm not that bad that I'm not so bad that I need to go to AA, I'm not so bad that I need counselling, or I'm not so bad that I need to go to rehab. I'm not like that. It's like, you've got a problem. Go get some help. You're going to meet people who've been through it as well. So until you're ready to make that choice, though, something I've gone on about so much, until you're ready to make that choice to admit you've got a problem and go get help, it doesn't really matter where you go. You could go to a counsellor, and if you're in denial, you're going to lie to your counsellor. You could go to rehab, you could be in denial. You could lie to the people at rehab. You just do your time, spend stupid loads of money, and it'd be a waste of time. You could go to Alcoholics Anonymous, and you could be lying to yourself, lying to them. If you don't want to admit, if you don't want to really deal with it, you're still not going to get any help. But if you are ready, and there's an AA meeting a mile down the road or 20-minute drive, whatever it is, then you got a free opportunity to go and see what other people have to say who have been through recovery and been through the struggles of alcoholism. There'll probably be an awful lot of people there just like me. Maybe other people with their own YouTube channels. Actually, last night, I saw a friend was on a different YouTube channel about recovery. And so there was a guy who was an actor and a therapist, just chatting about their recovery journeys. They're not smelly, homeless, down and outs. They're just normal people living their lives. So do you need AA? You might. What you need to do is get some help. If you need help, you need help. Whether AA is the right thing for you, I can't say. But if you don't try it, you won't know. If you're not honest with your counsellor or therapist, you won't know. If you're not honest with whoever you go to get help from, it's not going to help. So I can't say if you need AA. I can't say if you need whatever other service. If you need help, you need help. But there's a lot of pros to AA. There's a reason why most rehab facilities operate on a 12-step program. The two that I went to, you would go there for the 4 weeks and they would work you through the first 3 steps. The Priory, they operate that at all their sites. So there's a reason why AA is everywhere. There's a reason why all rehabs use it. There's a reason why the NHS suggest it. And there's a reason why most of the celebrities who talk about their recovery go to AA but just don't talk about AA because they can't. So I don't know if that really helped. I think the main thing is just, if you need help, have a bit of courage, take a step, go anywhere. If it's not for you, try something else. But that first step's always hard for everyone. Really hard. So if you did get anything from this, give it a thumbs up, clicky stuff, like, subscribe. Otherwise, see you soon.